Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Strange Internet Podcast. I'm Rob.
And I'm Pat. Welcome back, everyone.
Welcome back. We didn't do Robert and Patrick this time.
Yeah, we didn't. We started the original podcast that way back when, at the start of the year. And
way back. Honestly, it was a long time.
Yeah, I mean, it was like 7 months ago.
Yeah. And all like 3 episodes we've done since we started.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So anyone joining us tonight knows that we took a 2-month break in Rail's mind, 4-month break in reality.
No, it was the opposite. I thought it was 2 months, but it was actually 4.
That's exactly what I just said.
No. Okay, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to get into the episode tonight. We are live streaming here on Twitch, and we have the videos ready to go as well on YouTube and Spotify video for our recordings here for the Strange Internet Podcast. We just want to let everyone know I have fixed my microphone. I know in past episodes I've been really quiet. I had a piece of software trying to control my microphone down, and hopefully it's fixed. Let us know with your awesome feedback that I sound better and I'm not the quiet mouse in the background while Rael screams in the
Yeah,
foreground.
I sound so much louder than you all the time, and everyone I know that has given me feedback is like, "Oh, Pat's like so quiet."
I know. Even when I listened to it, and I was like, what is going on with my microphone? I need to fix this. I can't have another episode. And the reason being is that I listened another episode with it like this. You know?
You're just manic and you're screaming all the time.
Yeah. I'm in the car and there's road noise. And then I'm like, okay, I actually can't hear myself at all.
Yeah.
So I know everyone kind of, listens to the podcast in different ways. Maybe you're on video, but hopefully it's fixed. Hopefully you have no more commutes where you're like, do I need to turn this all the way up and then throttle it down when
it's hard because
or singing or anything,
It's hard because you sound fine like when we're like this, and then
exactly.
I listen to the podcast and I'm like, wait, you can't hear him for shit. And then I'm just like yelling. I'm like perpetually this close to my microphone. So
right. Yeah, sorry to everyone for that moment there. All right, so what is up? What is new in the Strange Internet world?
Strange Internet. Honestly, I think we're really bad at our jobs because like I'm not keeping up with the Strange Internet right now. But go ahead.
I was about to say it's getting stranger by the minute, but there is good stuff going on.
Oh, that's good. Well, then maybe you can educate me about it.
We had the James Webb Telescope pictures come out. And those were great. I think everyone's super happy about those.
Yeah.
It's a little crazy, to be honest. It's a little wild.
You probably not, but did you see the memes that were made from them?
No. Go ahead. Okay. Tell me.
So those photos came out and they're like super crisp, but they're super clear. So all these stars and all that fun stuff. And then there was a meme going around where people were putting it like next to like surveillance footage. And of course it's just like super shit quality and like you can't make out the face of anyone, and they were comparing it and then they just listed like what each thing was. It's just fucking hilarious. Like everyone's like, we can get photos of this stuff like millions of miles away, and then this we can't get a single clear image of. It's pretty great.
Well, that's because your CCTV costs $35 for the unit.
Right. And instead of $35 million,
it's way more than that. I'm just kidding. Yeah. But
no, it's $35.
$500, and then you got 10 million. He's quiet on Twitch, not super quiet, but a lot quieter than you. Oh, well, that's okay. Let me see if
should I be this close? Is that gonna help?
I mean, that's gonna help, but then it's gonna make the episode weird. You just do your thing. I'll try to see if I can.
I'll do my thing. Don't you worry about that.
I'll see if I can try to bring my capture volume up, because that's what is.
Oh, I should probably do that on mine too then.
Because it's going through Twitch. So let's do that.
Where is that?
It's on the bottom left, your like audio mixer. You can bring up your audio sources.
Yes. Add audio. Ooh. I'm curious if you've been recorded this whole time. We're just gonna turn you all the way the fuck up. Say something. Say something.
Now he's louder than me. Well, you know what? I'm just trying to scale it in. Sorry to anyone that's listening, on Spotify in their car, but we are figuring out the live show for this. So thanks for bearing with us.
This is the first time doing it live. So
yeah, first time doing it live.
Everybody breathe, okay?
Yeah. So we have our really low quality planning for the episodes paired with our low quality production value as we do them live. So there's also, just no plan.
Also paired with like our minimal talents.
That's right. That's right.
And things we have to provide.
Yeah, that's how we do it. So Hoop says it's perfect now. Thanks for the feedback, man. Great to see you again here tonight.
Hoop. Sorry, I don't see your chat.
So yeah, we have the super fancy telescope that captured the pictures of the universe. And I was driving today, and I was like, wow, it's going to be exciting. Like when we have actual full coverage of all of the technology around us. If you think about it, we're kind of advancing to that point with access to the internet. But then on like we're prompted, we're ready. We have like DoorDash, we have like all these delivery things. And then on the flip side, you can't get service in certain areas still. So I'm like, you have these really advanced things that don't work for the majority of the population. And it's like great when you live in a close city, but then if you're in a rural area,
honestly, not so great. Let's fucking talk about DoorDash. I'm not happy with them right now. It's honestly less them and more so like the cities that they're operating in, but there are now like fat fucking fees to order shit.
Oh yeah,
it's like, and I'm worried because they
just turned up their Diablo Immortal skills.
Literally, it's like I was looking. I was super fucking hungover today, and I was like, ooh, I could really go for a Chipotle fucking burrito right now. That sounds great. It was like $20 to get it here because there's like tax, then there's like a whatever service fee, and then there's like a $3 like city fee,
right?
And I was like, what the hell is this? Like I obviously didn't order it, but like I don't know, I think I'll be taking my business elsewhere.
Sure.
Or putting
it's like any of these predatory pricing models. They get a bunch of users into their systems, and then they're like, okay, time to jack up the prices.
Well, and it's not even the company; it's the city.
No, I know.
I'm like, is that going to the city? I don't understand. It was very confusing. I don't know what it is.
They're just fees for it being in a populated area.
That's stupid.
I think that they literally can just bake in whatever fees, and I'm pretty sure on the flip side of it, they're like tailoring the pricing of things to like not limit, but like match you to the like nearest dollar. So instead of receiving like like $8 for a delivery, you would get like $7.22 or something. That would put you at a point that was like even for them to pay out. I don't know. We'll see what happens, but it's just like it's amazing that we are coming this far with capability, and then like the bozo clown stuff is happening on the other side of it.
I saw that and I was like, DoorDash can get fucked. Like I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah,
but it's gonna save me so much money, which is great. So
right. But you're gonna be like probably pretty irritable, and like when you come home and
when am I not irritable?
Hopping on games and you're like, wow, I can't even order food anymore.
Well, I mean, I should be cooking a lot more anyway, so there's that.
Yeah.
But
well, you have that accountability feed between friends for cooking.
Yeah, all my fake ass friends who I'm gonna call out on stream and they all listen to this. My fake ass friends have not been active on it. I've been the most active person on it. So
blow that shit up. Are you kidding me? Just post every day.
Blow them up. Swear to God. Fake ass friends, all of you.
Yeah.
Speaking of fake ass friends, I not actually, but I went out to Taco Tuesday yesterday. It was also like a birthday thing for one of my good friends. Well, I'm really close friends with his sister, and like we're also friends. And I went, and it was like I should know better because these people always drink fairly heavily, and
Mm.
I knew what I was getting myself into. But when the shots started rolling and the drinks just started appearing, it was a slippery slope last night for sure. So I was out till like 1:30 on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
And
that
I had a
sounds like a lot.
9 a.m. meeting.
Ooh.
It was a fucking nightmare today. I've had a nightmare day. And then my 9 a.m. meeting was like me fighting for my life. Like, it was insane. Today has been an absolute battle.
Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad
Thanks.
you're here for it.
Yeah. I couldn't wait to stop working today because it was just not it.
Yeah. It's really tough to complete tasks when you're hungover that bad, especially when you're like, out late. And if you're describing it where the drinks are appearing in front of you, like that is the point of no return. That's the point of like.
It was that moment where I was drinking water and my friend looks at me and he's like, "Where the fuck is your drink?" It was one of those nights.
Yeah.
And like literally can't even see me because their vision is completely gone and they're just like, "I see that you don't have a drink. I'm going to get you a drink." I can't hide drinking water with them. It's evil.
No, not good. So anyone that's joining us tonight for the Strange Internet podcast recording, me and Rael over here met over the internet, so that's kind of why the theme sits here with the Strange Internet place to be. So I just wanted to fill people in pretty quick. I know we have some dedicated listeners that have been bothering us to provide them entertainment, one being my wife.
Long-time listener, first-time caller. Very that.
Yeah, exactly. So she's pretty excited that we're getting back into it. She's like, you need to make a longer episode tonight because eventually.
One of these times when you're not available, it's just gonna be
her.
Yeah,
she'd love that. She'd have so much fun.
We'd have the best time. Then we just talk shit about you the whole time. It'd be great.
Yeah. Okay. Oh God.
It'd be so fun.
So I recently started streaming on Twitch. I know you're getting into it. We're about a week into the experience, maybe about approaching 2 weeks.
That's you, yeah.
Yeah. Of the experience. Yeah, you're only a couple days in.
I would say my longest stream was like 2.5 hours, and I think that was my second one. So I think I'm currently, since I'm right now streaming, I think this is my third like actual one.
Gotcha.
So
yeah, I think I have like 55 hours like clocked in. Well, for the month.
I'm not even at 10. So
I've been doing about 5-hour streams every night.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, we're gonna build that sucker up. We're gonna be the learning resource. Yeah, that's right. Learning resource and entertainment.
Yeah.
We do things already that are so fun. Like whether we just have like game nights in Discord where everyone like hops on the same game.
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
That's all the fun that we have.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. No, as we keep growing the stream, I hope that we can push to like, here's my goal. Get all the elements like on there. So it's like an enjoyable experience for people that normally watch streams. And then front page of ESO is the goal, top viewers ESO.
I feel like that won't be hard.
King of the ESO space. No, that community is awesome, and everyone like loves watching streams, jumping in groups, doing stuff. I can't really compare it to any other games.
That's cool.
But for people who aren't interested in games here on Twitch, there's a ton of people streaming and there's a ton of people viewing. So you just kind of got to pair it up with being interesting. And
that's the hard part, is being an interesting human.
Yeah. So shameless plug, fall streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/fall streams. Yeah, go there, check us out. And we are just trying to build things up, like I said, get to that main page, and then we'll see where we go from there, whether we kind of pivot with other ideas, games, giveaways, stuff like that. But right now we've been having so much fun night to night, and me and you play games anyway, so I was like, why don't I just turn on the camera and hang out?
Yeah, when I saw you doing that, I was like, that kind of just like makes sense. Like I've tried to do it in the past, but like I've never really cared, and I still don't care that much. But like I was like, I guess that just like makes sense. And like I stream on Discord constantly all the
Right.
time. So I was like, why don't I just like put it on a bigger platform for like more people to watch if they want to?
Right.
But yeah, so I've been streaming Valorant, which, as goes for Valorant streamers, I'm definitely not that great at the game. But I only started playing the game like maybe 2 months ago.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's been that long. And I'm getting good at it, I think. Like I'm okay.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm learning really fast. On my road to Gold 3 tonight. I'm gonna hit that after this. But yeah, I don't know. Like I'm really open to. I had a thought today when I was playing a game right before this that I want to stream First Class Trouble. That sounds like a lot of
Oh,
fun.
yeah.
That's
That
a
would be a fun like event night too.
And my shameless plug is twitch.tv/Rael_plays. So you can
There you
visit
go.
that. RAIEL _ please. But yeah, no, that's been super fun. Like I like to have like I would really like to have like a really chill, like social community. I mean, I like communities, so like
Right.
that would be really fun for me, is to have like a really interactive experience with the viewers. But it's kind of hard with Valorant 'cause it's such a competitive game. But I would like to have like some sort of interaction and that kind of stuff. I like
Yeah,
the
I
idea
feel
of
like
streaming the podcast too, because we can interact with people like as we're
right.
going along with it. So
Yeah, that's awesome. And hopefully it brings a little more community to the podcast as well, that
mhm.
people are more apt to jump on. And, maybe even if we have the ability, we'll stream on like YouTube as well.
Yeah.
I know there's some rules that we have to adhere to, but
Mm.
um, yeah, I'm just really excited to get into it and see where things can go. I feel like Valorant might be a harder community because, like you said, everyone's competitive and like relatively angry or like just on it.
Well, I will say,
'Cause
like,
they just got out of a match where like someone was just ruining the
I've had
game for
I've
everyone.
had some like pretty terrible ones as of late, but I will say, like overall, I think it's gotten a little bit better, because when I was in lower ranks, there were a lot more like underage people, like very
Mhm.
young people, and I think oftentimes like that kind of brought this like weird, like I don't really care mentality, which is fine, but it's like I get that it's a video game, but at the same rate, like I've just never understood just like ruining other people's experience.
Yeah,
Um, I that's just not like the gaming ethos that I grew up with. Like
right,
growing up gaming was like pre multiplayer, so like there was no such thing as like rooting an experience because it was your experience. And then when
right.
I started playing in multiplayer, like it was all about like the team stuff and like working together for an objective. So like I was very perplexed when I still am, like anytime I'm in a multiplayer game and like people just like ruin their own team's fun, I'm like, what's the point? So yeah, that happened quite a bit, I would say, like earlier ranks, but now that I'm in like higher gold, almost in plat, I think things are kind of evening out, because I think I'm finally at the point where people are like, oh wait, like I want to try and play this game and like get good at it. So
Right.
but now I'm also hitting that ceiling of like, I don't think I'm good enough to get much higher
You
right
just
now.
gotta keep playing, right? It's like practice.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is like I feel like the
Exposure.
more I play, the better I get, which is like how it should feel. But like there are games where I feel like I play it and I don't get any better. But
Yeah.
this game, I feel like I continuously get better, and I can tell too, because it's like if I'm hitting a wall and like losing a lot, I just need to take a break from it, and then I'll come back, and then I'll just win a shitload. And I feel
Yeah.
like that's the game like acknowledging like, oh yeah, you're doing well. So, but yeah, I can definitely get to platinum this season, which is crazy because I started the last act and I was bronze, and then I
Yeah.
ended in gold 1, and then now I'm like, oh yeah, I can get to platinum, no big deal, whatever.
Maybe you can link up. Hoop just said Euro's wife is obsessed with that game, and she's always bailing on them for playing Valorant. So
Perfect. I'll
yeah,
take friends. I need Valorant friends. All my Valorant friends left. They
yeah.
disappeared.
Maybe she'll reach out to you and jump in
Yeah,
some games and
absolutely.
see if you guys can rank together or something like that. But
Totally fine. Totally
yeah,
fine.
she's the best in non-toxic. Look at that, non-toxic.
That's
Like a
all I've
box
ever
of,
wanted.
like a box of healthy markers. Whoa, non-toxic.
Being non-toxic is honestly more important than like being super good at the game. And if you can do both, you're great.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think that's the flip side about streaming a game that's like more fantasy based and fun,
mhm.
is because people like make characters that are like cats, and then
Yeah.
they go in,
Yeah.
are just hanging out and seeing how cool they can make their, character look. But
Yeah.
um
I mean, I would like to have something like that, but like there isn't a game for me like that right now.
true.
Like
I just advise anyone that's been listening to stream that's just hanging out, if you ever are looking to get into a project like this, there's a lot that you learn, whether it be in recording or
mhm.
just like I spent, the other day just making like emotes for my channel. And that was something like I never in my life thought I would like make a little graphic or something like that.
Yeah.
That would be fun and kind of unique to what I was doing. But again, my main intent was never to like jump on there and become, a celebrity. If it happens, I can be an online celebrity.
Shut the fuck up.
But no, my main intent is just to get people over to the free resources I'm creating on
Yeah.
YouTube. And I think if you take an approach like that, where you're just like based in learning and based in like having fun, then you
Mhm.
can't really feel the pressure that I think other people do when they go onto Twitch, whether they're like, oh, I need to like do a certain thing or be a certain way. It's like you just got to be yourself and be
Yeah.
unique and bring something to the platform that people are looking for, which might just be like, how do you do this, or just fun in that creation step of like, can I help build this channel up or watch this person like rise through the ranks as they get better at the game or get better, just in general at streaming or being in front of people.
Yeah. Well, like for me, it's just like it's a side project. Like I have a day job, so it's like
Same.
I don't feel
I have a
any
baby. I have a day
yeah
job.
that's your full time job.
Yeah.
I don't think I will at any point anytime soon have like any sort of pressure to
Mhm.
like force anything, and that's what I like the most. Like when things are natural. Yeah, I don't know. I do want to get in a place again where like I can manage a community because like that's just really fun for me.
Yeah.
But I just
Perfect. You can mod my community
okay, cool.
once I hit that main page.
Can't wait
That's
to
kind of the
mod
goal.
your chat.
Exactly. Yeah. But no, overall, just been again exploring on the internet. We're deep into stories that are hitting the main page on Reddit and stuff like that. But
Mhm.
no, nothing crazy has been going on. Obviously, the political landscape is
I mean,
treacherous,
plenty of
crazy, but
crazy shit is going on, but
yeah,
like
but
nothing that's like not people aren't aware of.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. So the news has been
Honestly,
relatively quiet. I haven't been like shocked in the day to day, or maybe I haven't been seeing things, but like there were a couple weeks there where I was just generally shocked every day I woke up.
well, I think
It's
that's
like,
the thing.
why?
Like we're at that point where like everything's just like full chaos. So it's just like
Yeah.
whatever.
Hands up in the air, whatever. Your green beans are $5.
Yeah.
Oreos are $5.
Right.
What is there that's positive lately?
Positive, nothing. It's just sad.
Just the telescope. That's all we have here.
Yeah, the telescope was big.
Ooh, the EU is having a rough time with the heat.
That's fucking. I mean, that's not positive. Yeah, that's pretty fucking terrible.
Hoops has just desensitized to the chaos now. Yeah, we live there. We have entered the chaos realm. But
yeah, like I'm looking at the newsfeed right now, and it's just like,
right,
just not it.
Yeah, but I hope if you're over in Europe, you're staying cool. I mean, particularly the UK is like hot.
I think the variance was a lot higher in the UK because Europe gets pretty warm, but once you get to the UK, there's definitely like a cloud just over all of those countries, and like it's quite hot. I mean, could you imagine 100 degrees in England?
Right.
Like no.
Well, and I mean, it's just kind of unprecedented, and it's just, I mean, if the currents slow down in the ocean, like the scientists are assuming that they're going to, it's just going to keep getting hotter and hotter. Hopefully not inhabitable, but we'll see. We'll see the migration. That's the one thing. If you're kind of thinking about starting something like we have been in the past months, whether it's a podcast or any project, just do it. Take risks, because who even knows what what we have coming up, you know? Like,
who knows what's going to happen? Might as well. And even if it's like, I don't know, something you're not like immediately writing on, like having some sort of like backup project too. Like,
right.
I have a day job, but like I also have my own business, you know?
Right.
So like, if I ever like really need to do something, like I have something that I can probably fall back on.
Right. And I feel like I filled my schedule to the point where I just have like only a couple minutes here and there. But I'm hopefully just, you know, at the kind of end stage of it where a lot of stuff will go into like throttle mode. I have book coming out, training modules coming out, like services for businesses coming out, and then it'll just be based on you know, who's interacting with me on those platforms, as well as now Twitch. So pretty booked, but
busy.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna put me in a really good spot. So I'm super excited that everyone listening gets to kind of join in the fun and see what happens.
All the fun.
Yeah.
Is this really episode 7?
Cheer for me, root for me. So
we're only at episode 7.
That's right.
I feel like we've done like at least 10 at this point.
No, I mean, we've probably tried, but
yeah, that's true. I do want to have. I don't want to tell you about it because I like when you're like surprised. I like when I like bring things to you and you're like, I don't know what's going to happen. That's way more fun. But I do have an idea for an episode, or at least like maybe like a nugget of an episode, like just a little portion.
Whatever it is, I'm gonna say yes to it.
Yeah, I know. You literally don't care. You're the easiest person to work with because you're like, yeah, sure, whatever.
Let's do it.
See what sticks. I do also. I don't know who, but I really want to bring someone on.
Let's do it.
Like someone like off, like because we had Christian, but like I know Christian, so like that's easier for me. But I want someone that like we don't know.
You want like a viewer, or
maybe
like a listener that's been keeping up with us.
Someone just like interesting.
Joe Rogan guest appearance. That's what Hoop said.
That would
we were originally in our first episode. We called out Gordon Ramsay. We said he's going to be on like episode 100.
I would love to have Gordon. Yeah, that still stands.
Yeah. I like just flipped on like the MasterChef the other day because I was rocking the baby and just you know, need a show that's like I can put on the captioning and have it silent. Which I started doing with Snowpiercer, and then I was like, this is like too complicated.
Snowpiercer's too many storylines. Too much going on.
I watched
you know
like
what you can do is watch do you know what I'm gonna say?
No.
What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh, right. I was supposed to get started on that.
You need to watch that.
I failed my assignment, everyone. You know,
so
10 points off.
Yeah. You don't win this week.
It's
such a good show. And I feel like, I mean, there's like, I don't know. I hate to say that there's like an underlying storyline because there isn't. There's just a lot of little things that are happening every episode. And it's very like episodic too. It's not like a huge buildup. Like Snowpiercer is like a episodic movie, right? But like What We Do in the Shadows is more like, it's more of like The Simpsons, where it's like different shit happening every episode.
Gotcha.
But there's all like,
that's perfect.
There's like one thing kind of tying it together. I 100% recommend.
Yeah, I would recommend anyone that's, you know, having a kid, or there's so many people that are like expecting in the next month that I know. I recommend just finding shows like that are just like you can flip them on and just rock the baby for 25 minutes. They're like great because of the episode length. But yeah, if anyone really wants to get started on anything, just reach out to me. You know, I don't know.
That's like
send me a DM, send me an email. If I don't have too much going on already, you know, let's make your project another thing. on the plate.
Why don't you just why don't you what am I trying to think about or think of? I'm trying to think of a term.
I'm trying to just like get everything in one spot, which that's great. I mean, it's great for my like personal branding, but
I don't think coach is the right term.
I already do that.
But I mean, like, what if you just become like, I don't want to say manager either. I can't really think of what the appropriate term is, but like along the lines of like coaching, but like,
Yeah, I already do that.
but I mean like full picture. Because coaching is usually like one section of things.
There's
right?
like 9 different coaching options that I haven't done all of them.
Right. But I mean, like, what if you do like a full service? Like, someone's like, I want to get from point A to point Z.
Yeah,
I need someone to get me there.
true. Well, no worries. We just have to go on a trip to Mexico.
Shut the fuck up! Just give me $4,000. We'll fly you out to Mexico to our influencer cabana, where you have the opportunity to meet other successful influencers.
Gross,
For
guys.
anyone who
Zero
has no idea-
predatory models allowed.
Yeah,
I
for
will
anyone who
help you
doesn't
out.
know, this is what was being sold to us whilst playing New World, which is fucking crazy. Don't pay people to make you internet famous. That's not what I'm suggesting.
Yeah, that's something along the strange internet. It gets strange because people are, jerks.
People are wild.
I get many
it's so easy to
cold
make money on
DMs.
the internet.
It's unreal. People are just
Yeah.
like, I want to do this for you and this for you and this for you, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
that's all right, but I'm really here just to help people. So
As soon as I started my business, like my email was blowing up with bullshit like that.
and that was something that like I don't know. I try to explain to everyone that I've just had jobs in like I wouldn't say every sector, but in a lot of different industries, so I kind of know what's going on and can help with the frustrating portions and just tell you like, no, that's really bad. Like, don't deal with that. You can find better options there. But no, we've been having fun, and I've had a fun couple months just like building out all of these items while I'm kind of on a little bit of a parental leave, and it's been fun. So I'm so glad that everyone's been able to join, and especially now can join in on the live show as we record.
You know what I think your brand is?
What's my brand?
I think your brand is everyone's dad.
Everyone's dad. Yep. But honestly, I was thinking about creating a dad resource, like a YouTube.
A lot of people obviously don't know you apart from on the internet, apart from like being an actual dad. But like you've always been dad energy, big dad
100%. Like I'll cook all the food. I'll make sure everyone has like the gear they need to go out and explore. And I'll run the 500 person party that we need to
with like no judgment, no negative energy, just like, oh, you fucked up, you spilled this, like it's fine, I got it.
I think that's one of the prime portions of being like a streamer, especially when you're gaming and taking viewers in, is like some people get really frustrated, and it's like if you don't beat a boss or you don't win that raid that night, like that's okay. And I feel like the gaming sphere has built up people to like thinking they need that like hit of dopamine, like that I'm gonna beat this boss right now, and like there's no major difficulty to it, where they get really frustrated when they can't beat something right away, and they'll like quit the game, move on to something else, do something.
Well, because when people,
I'm the full dad energy. I'm like, do not worry, we will get you there. Like, let's go out for 40 minutes and do this activity and get you.
That was you during our wars in New World. You'd be like,
100%.
If we lose a territory, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, we have 19. We don't need that one at all. But like, let's try to defend it. So get on.
We have all of them. Everyone get on. Yeah. Fuck.
So that was probably the peak of, I would say, like fun and conquest in the game is when we had the company that took over the entire.
It was when it was just an absolute shit show. It was really fun, and then it wasn't fun at all.
Yeah.
But
then
yeah,
it
you've always had
absolutely
big
100%.
dad energy for sure.
Well, hey, I'm everyone's dad, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Hmm.
That's the title of the episode, easily.
Everyone's dad. Yeah. Yeah. Some people need dads, even people that have dads.
That's right.
So you could be everyone's dad.
You can find a dad in anyone. This
Mhm.
is, I don't know. We're getting too far off.
Spiraling, yeah.
Spiraling really hard. I think everybody knows that.
Mhm. That's the podcast, though. That's how it goes.
Yeah. So that was,
Get used to it.
a good bit of time talking about nothing. I hope,
That's 100% of the podcast.
Yeah.
This is a good bit of
Decent.
time talking about.
Do we have any last, bits and bites that we want to include?
No, I think we're gonna marinate more and like bring some more things.
Yeah, we're gonna bring on some guests. Obviously, you have this surprise plan for an upcoming episode.
Okay, no, we're not gonna build it up. It's just I have a surprise. An idea.
Yeah,
I'm not saying it's great. I just have an idea, and I'm gonna.
We have a really poor idea plan for you, just like the other poor things that we do.
Poor. I just said it's a small idea. Yeah. It's not a big event.
Hey, we'll get there.
Yeah, probably next episode.
Okay.
Yeah,
let's do it. I'm down.
Yeah, I'd love to have a guest. I think that'd be really great. Someone we don't know that well, so we can find things out about them. So that'd be cool.
Again, we have the ability to join in on our Discord and ask questions, or hit over on Instagram. Give us a DM with questions or things you want to see on the show, things for us to talk about. So check that stuff out and give us some feedback. Let us know. Do you hate the show? Do you love it?
Oh my god!
Obviously, we have a couple people that
let
love
us know when you do hate the show. That'd be great. Yeah.
We have a couple people that love just to hang out and just to hear us and be a part of the process. So thanks for all the support there, as always.
I also want to personally thank all of my friends who listen to the podcast. Like it's so cheesy, but like it's so endearing when my friends are like, oh, when you said blah 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 on the podcast, or like when Pat was talking about this. Like I love that, because it's like obviously they don't need to listen to it. They could have listened to the first episode and be like, oh, I listened, whatever.
Could have listened to Joe Rogan, but
yeah, but like I have friends that like continuously listen, and it's just like I really appreciate that. And like even if you're not really into the podcast, like just knowing that you keep up with it is just like that's a lot of support to us, and like that's really endearing, and like I appreciate you. So yeah, if you do listen to it, let us know that you listen to it. That's great. We'd love to hear that.
Let us know what all we can see are the analytics, which we love to see, but as we see tons of people listening, it's also tough to get that.
28-year-old female doesn't tell me who you are. I mean, I can assume who that is, but but so of course we have all of our episodes streaming on all the major streaming platforms such as Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, all that fun stuff. We also post the videos on YouTube where we have the full podcast as well, visual podcast. We also have an Instagram, The Strange Internet Pod, so please check that out sometime. We post little tidbits here and there. And then today we are streaming on both of our personal streams. My stream is twitch.tv/RAIEL_plays, and Pat's is
twitch.tv/false streams. False, like you're wrong.
You're wrong.
False.
You're wrong, Dad. So we're going to continue to probably be live streaming our podcast when that happens as well. So definitely check that out on the socials. That's going to be big for the socials. But yeah, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for joining the Strange Internet Podcast. I've been Rob.
And I'm Pat. Thanks again, guys.
Bye.
Bye.